Christmas.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Box, the exciting show where we open a box and decide if the box rocks or if it's a box full of rocks.
I don't know if this is going to be a good episode.
Dude, did you just see what I saw? There was a Godzilla vs. Kong clip that was added to the watch-along opening, and it was freaking dope, and it made me happy. Hi, everyone. Welcome to the PJ Campbell Network. I am your host, PJ Campbell. We're here to watch Tarzan tonight. It's going to be chaos. It's Maxwell. It's PJ. What's up, buddy?
Hello. Let's watch a movie, shall we? Let's watch a film.
That's what we're doing, apparently.
I don't know what to say. We're here. We're going to watch a movie. Animated. Are you agreed, Diego? It's back. Let's go.
Yeah.
One of the all-time great soundtracks by Mr. Phil Collins. I'm excited.
I am too, man. I saw this movie in theaters. This is a movie that I enjoy so much. It's actually one of my all-time favorite animated Disney movies. I think it lives in that world of that late 90s, early 2000s Disney that people seem to give a hard time, but I kind of love how ambitious they were, with Atlantis and Treasure Planet and this.
I will say this
School's Out.
I'll say this about Tarzan. It was the worst Broadway show Disney ever made from one of their films.
Yes, Milo. Yes, that is what I like to see. We love seeing someone who's an occasional random who drops in and also loves Tarzan.
Tarzan's dope. Let's do it.
Yeah, look. Is there anything
worst Broadway show Disney ever mounted was Tarzan.
I never saw it, and I've only heard awful things, and I've never gone back and watched any of the video. And you know me, I'll watch just about anything.
Yeah, we do have a couple things coming up on the network in the next few days. First of all, we'd just like to note that once again, and my sincerest apologies, Book Nook has been postponed. We're not going to pick a new date just yet. There's been some stuff going on that's made it hard to get that show produced, but it will be happening Wednesday night. Oh, I don't have the thumbnail. Thanks, Chris. Suddenly Soundtracks is back to do.
This is gonna go real.
Oh yeah, real good. Suddenly Soundtracks is doing an off the record of Metallica's Master of Puppets. This was a Patreon pick by the great Mike K.
We're so upset.
By the great Mike K. It's going to be a lot of fun. Friday night, we're going to do another watch along. Saturdays, of course, are our water cooler chat. We'll be talking about the finale. I can't believe we're here already of Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Sunday nights are the unwind, although we're not going to do one this week because it's the Oscars. So that's fine.
Oh, shit,
if
that's
you
on Sunday, isn't it?
If you haven't, I cannot recommend enough going back and watching Show Me Naughty. This is our dating show that we produced here starring Rachel Silvestrini. The first episode aired last Friday, and by all accounts, it was a smash hit. And there will be more to come. As I sort of mentioned, we do have a Patreon. Check it out. See if there's a tier that's right for you. Get all sorts of fun perks like Discord access, voting on upcoming content, exclusive audio commentaries monthly. And the higher tiers get to vote on certain stuff like watch-alongs and Suddenly Soundtracks, etc. And a big thanks to all of our patrons, our executive producers, Brandy Parker, Brandon Buckingham, and Ricardo Franco, our gold producers, Sean Wingblade and Mike Kay, and our producers, Anton Putra, Beth Harris, aka Mama Harris, Chris Pokernoy, Ferris Muthana. We stand Mama Harris here at the Pajukan. Jeff Alterman, aka Quiz Show, Jake Berlin, the beautiful and lovely Molly Damon. I hope Molly's feeling well. I know she got her second shot today and was getting a little messed up. Patricia Carrillo, Stephen White, Kale the Youth Critic, and Tyler Birch. Thank you all so much for your continued support. We could not do this without you.
That second shot is no fucking joke, you guys. I just want that noted. I hope that every one of you who gets your shot takes care of yourselves, stay hydrated, and fucking rest. It was a long day yesterday, but I got through it. And thank you to our patrons. That was my PSA for tonight, though. Take care of yourself. Stay hydrated.
Indeed. Hydration is key. If you've never been here before, welcome. This is the PJ Camel Network. We don't follow any rules and we don't have any rails. If you're a repeat offender, welcome back. You know what you're in for. My friend PJ here is going to count down from 5. He'll go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, play, and we'll start watching Disney's Tarzan, which, as logic dictates properly, is available to stream on Disney+. So PJ, I leave the counting in your very capable hands, and let's go to a jungle and swing from the vines and hang out with an animated ape and all sorts of other dope stuff.
Thank you, Billy. Feeling spooky tonight. All right. So yeah, like Maxwell said, I'm going to count down from 5
right.
As soon as I say
Star Drew wants a little vamping, so let's vamp a little bit. Let's bring up some comments from earlier in the chat.
Can I ask you something, my friend?
You may.
How dope is it that they added the tackle to the opening credits? And by they, I mean Chris Clark.
It is pretty great.
Tackle. I just wanted to bring that up. What's your favorite song from Tarzan?
Stranger Like Me. But as I was saying, I want to bring up some comments here. For example, I thought I was watching the Maxwell Haddad Creativity Network. Am I in the wrong place? Followed by, if it was the MHCN, there wouldn't be so many delays. Don't be salty, Peach. Then me getting thrown under the bus that I'm the reason we delayed tonight. That's also on brand, PJ. All sorts of fun stuff. Love to see the fans engaging in the chat.
You couldn't even keep a straight face long enough to do that. And that's what made it so much better.
Oh, boy.
Wow. Also, Ralph for Show Me Naughty.
Excuse me. First of all, that's a great idea. Almost possible that we
have maybe thought about it.
Stay tuned. Amber says, I told you to stay hydrated, PJ.
Yeah, I've been hydrated, Amber, in all caps.
Okay.
This is going really well. You ready to start this movie, man?
It's in your very capable hands.
I mean, look, like my friend here said, I'm going to count down from 5. I'm going to say go. We're going to hit play. We're going to watch Tarzan together. Shit's going to get crazy tonight. You might say it's going to be bananas. So let's do this in 5, 4,
I can't handle that shit.
3, 2, 1, and go. Hey, Maxwell, did you like my joke earlier?
You made a joke?
It's going to be bananas.
Yeah, I rolled my eyes.
It's fine. I love that.
Beautiful. I was just going to say that. Yeah.
Why are you and I so much on the same page, like all the time?
Who's to say? Tarzan, drums, fire. Let's go.
I also love that opening logo. It looks so badass, and it's just very, very cool.
The animation's gorgeous, too. I miss hand-drawn animation.
I do, too. Look, CGI animation's great, and you can do a ton with it. But there's nothing like a hand-drawn movie, dude.
If you haven't seen Wolfwalkers, please watch that movie.
Mm-hmm. Literally any of the stuff coming out of Japan, too, in like Studio Ghibli. Although Studio Ghibli even jumped on the CGI train, apparently.
And it was really bad.
Was it?
It's so hard for me not to sing along.
2 worlds, 1 family. Trust your heart. Let fate decide to guide these lives we see. There we go.
Apes.
You know,
we've hit the theme of the month. It's April.
And look, there's people who were singing along with us too. We are not alone in this. Yeah, I agree with Milo, actually. The opening for Tarzan is fantastic and intense. I actually think this is one of the most intensive openings in Disney Animation's history. And I actually think it's kind of a bummer that the stuff with the Frozen theories didn't end up becoming true, where Tarzan and his parents were actually related to Anna and Elsa. I thought that could have been a neat little tie. Yeah, Amber, it ain't gonna happen again. You got it one time here.
What's up, Yakavetta? We got a rogue Jake in the chat.
What up, buddy? It's good to see you, man.
Me too, Matt. Me too. It's so good. Honestly, this opening gives the iconic Lion King opening a run for its money.
It's up there. These lives we see. It's so funny too, because I feel like for whatever reason, one of the film Twitter's favorite things, if you will, is to trash on Phil Collins and this soundtrack. Like it's a fun
I only see praise for it. I haven't seen the trashing.
Yeah, I've seen it in the past, and it's just like, man.
Can you believe this shit? I swear to God. I am this close to timing you out, Yakavetta, if not banning you altogether. And then we'll see who's laughing. Then we'll see who's laughing. I will say this.
Oh, go ahead.
At my bar mitzvah, for my son-mother dance, we danced to Feel It in Your Heart. Whatever the song is. You'll Be in My Heart. And then again at this other event I'm not really in the mood for talking about. You catch my drift?
Yep. Oh, I get it.
My mom and I also danced again to You'll Be in My Heart.
I mean, it's a perfect song, man. And look this opening right here.
I am the sheriff in town. If people act a fool, I'm going to cut them.
This opening is like...
Okay, fine. Again, TJ, you're on...
Man. What did I do? Okay, anyway, look. This opening is so just dark and kind of ominous. And that's what I've always been so drawn to with the whole thing is like there's some sort of actual, I don't know, best way to say it is danger to this movie that I don't think we always see. Maxwell, get your ass back in here. I can see you, you know. You know what? Don't stop giving me the finger. That's for Jake. That has nothing to do with me. It's got nothing to do with me. Okay? Look, I love you. I'm not gonna get in the middle of this. Like, if we have to, I'll make Jake come on here and you guys can talk it out and do therapy in front of everyone.
I'm not doing couples therapy with Jake Yakavetta. You kidding me?
But how cute is baby Tarzan?
Aw, thanks, Brandy. I can't see him. I can't see you either. Stupid.
Poor Keon. Just... Oh, man. I find that the opening is also very humorous for all the darkness that is within, which I've always thought is very, very cool. Oh, wait, what? Really? Maxwell, you're going to be totally okay. Did you see this, though? I didn't know that there was a song that's out there by Phil Collins that was from this movie that was never used. Milo coming in with the information. What are you... Baby Tarzan's a tool. What the hell? Keon, I don't know why you're being roasted. I had nothing to do with it.
Amber wants it to be couples therapy like that moment in Falcon and the Winter Soldier. All right, Jake, would you like some eye contact?
This whole fight too. Again, there is a real sense of danger to this movie that I think, unfortunately, a lot of Disney animated films miss at times. And look, not every movie is also Tarzan. Like, we're not looking at a story like this that's going to be this dangerous in everything that they do. But I kind of like that every time I think about this movie, like, there's something so joyous about it, but then you watch it and it's like, oh, but it's actually like dark and dangerous too. And so that's kind of interesting to me.
It does have an element of peril.
Yeah. Thank you. Peril is such a good word for it, actually. Thank you, Maxwell. Also, I think you and I are like two of the only ones really. We both kind of like that one that came out with a couple years ago.
I really like that one.
Is that The Legend of Tarzan? If you have not seen it, you should check it out. Directed by David Yates. Yeah, and which Skarsgård is that?
Alexander.
That's what I thought. I couldn't remember. And Margot Robbie. It's Christoph Waltz. It's a good movie, man.
It is. It's really dope. See? Mike K knows what's up. That movie rocks. I saw that 3 times in theaters.
Dude, that movie made my dad
cry. The bond goes stronger. It's one family.
Maxwell has sung to you so many times. I don't know why you're barking. Oh, Brandy, did you like it? Oh, this one. Do you like this movie, Brandy, now that you've seen it? Yeah, Patty, I think that Jackson was the one I led with because I couldn't remember which Skarsgård it was, and I'm going to be honest with you, I'm a little bit stoned, and so I didn't want to try to...
Hold up. You're a little bit stoned?
I only said a little. I'm not taking any shots, and I'm not going to say anything unless you say it.
PJ, it's Glenn Close.
That is, in fact, Glenn Close.
Schmodown!
What movie does she play the vice president?
Mars Attacks?
Air Force One.
Oh, that's right. It is Air Force One. I am not at my... I am not... I mean, who's to say? Oh, see, Keanu? No.
I want to say she's only first lady in Mars Attacks. Maybe I'm wrong.
No, I have not been smoking marinara. Look at baby Tarzan. He's so cute.
He really is, though, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, Keon says she's first lady in Mars Attacks. Okay. I was about to Google that. Yeah, I'm totally with Milo. Tarzan is so life and death. I'm getting ahead of things here, but mortal peril is literally everywhere. It just keeps happening in the film.
I think the last animated film we watched with this much peril is a Rugrats movie, which is kind of like...
And I really like that first Rugrats, and I really like the second one, too. That third one, less said the better.
Why is everyone ganging up against me? I don't have to be here. I can leave again.
Please don't. I love you, and I like when you're here.
Go ahead and get your MHCN t-shirt over at our TeePublic. They're available now. You can also get a mug, a cup, a sticker.
Kerchak is such a great character too, and there's actually something very interesting about the race relations type thing that happens in this, if you will, about them turning their back on him because he's not like them. This movie is actually...
Thank you for the link, Brandy, and apparently Amber is wearing her MHCN shirt. The PJCN, brought to you by the MHCN.
And Lance Henriksen is a freaking boss, Billy. He's one of my favorite characters.
I love Lance Henriksen. He's awesome.
Isn't he the only actor outside? No, it's 2 actors have been killed by a Terminator, a Predator, and an Alien. Do you know who that actor is?
Well, him and Michael Biehn?
Bill Paxton.
Oh, it was either one of the two. One of those Cameron guys, yeah. Don't you cry. Sing it, Glenn Close.
He's also fantastic in Pumpkinhead. I fucking love Lance Henriksen. Man, just this. Phil Collins did not have to go this long.
I want to sob already. I'm like, don't, Phil. Don't do it to me, Collins.
Yeah.
Don't you cry.
You know what I'm thinking? Eventually, I'd love to do a watch-along of in here. Is The Emperor's New Groove also. That's another of this Disney era that I am just such a huge fan of.
Oh, yeah?
I like your fan, by the way.
Oh, thanks.
You're welcome.
I'm trying to stifle the tears from the music, so I'm just,
This animation, man, is so gorgeous. And
it really is.
Just gets this entire mood and feel. And I feel like you learn so much about the different camps of gorillas. And, like, it's so good, man.
Apparently, I have a bigger fan than Molly's. Interesting. I'm a fan of your fan as well. What does it say? Oh, okay. It says, "Thou'st better workest."
Give me half a second. I need to grab my clothes out of the dryer.
Oh, now I'm here by myself. How fun.
Be right here.
How the turntables have turned. It's Tarzan. He's grown. Not fully grown, but a little bit grown. Oops. I don't know how I'd feel being raised by like monkeys or apes, whatever you want to call them. Rosie O'Donnell. I love all the texture of the hair. Such beautiful drawing and animation.
Can we just talk about the fact that younger Tarzan here clearly talks like a normal human being, but then when he becomes older, he doesn't?
Yeah, I agree. The immersion in the environment that this film has, I love a piece of media with atmosphere, and this movie would feel really different if it didn't have so much mood.
Oh, look, Jake finally complimented you.
Oh, I feel like that's sarcastic.
This movie actually handles time really interestingly too. Like the flow of this movie in the way that it transitions through so many different periods. So awesome. I like that Jake put definitely sarcastic, and right after Amber said, "Why are you going to do that thing where you turn to compliment?"
I know Jake Yakavetta better than to think he's complimenting me tonight. Not as if he was just tweeting the other day about how much he likes my laugh or anything. It's okay. He's betrayed me for no reason.
Yeah, I don't disagree with Milo at all. I actually really quite like Rosie in this movie.
I think Rosie's a great actress.
I do too, and I was going to say, you know what I really like her in?
League of Their Own?
Well, I mean, that's the obvious one.
Harriet the Spy?
In which? The Flintstones. Oh, yeah. I think she's really great in that movie. And that movie has John Goodman and Rick Moranis, and I think that O'Donnell actually like stands out a lot in that movie.
Yeah.
Harriet the Spy is great, though. I haven't seen
Michelle Trachtenberg.
Yep.
I swear to fucking God, Jake. If I ever find myself in Alabama, just watch out. I'm going to bring you gifts and beer, and we're going to party. Watch out. It's going to be a horrible time.
Wait, why did you call me an idiot? What did I do to Jake? Yeah, Rosie is great in Sleepless in Seattle. I agree with Matt.
Yes.
Milo, you make a good point about the language. Looks questionable to me.
Blech. The elephant is so cute.
Mm-hmm. I wonder if James White has rewatched this movie recently.
I wonder. There are no piranhas in Africa.
No, she's right. Yeah, I agree with Brian. Estelle Harris as the mother is just perfect. Estelle Harris in anything really was just perfect. Oh. That's... Bye, Jake. Again, the peril, right? You actually do feel these moments.
Yeah, it's intense.
Actual danger. It's intense, yeah. Like, these elephants are rampaging over everyone and everything, you know? Ugh. So intense, man. And the fact that they didn't pull any punches, I think, is really quite great.
Yeah. Oh, thank God he lived.
Yeah. This would have been a very short movie if he had been killed off during the elephant rampage.
Unless Turk becomes the main character.
That's true.
So cute.
I know. My mom. Did you see this in theaters, Max, when it came out?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah. I feel like this and Mulan were pretty seminal experiences of what I thought animation, or what I learned what animation could be at a very young age when it was pushing boundaries to be like this in my mind. Like, because, you know, a lot of the Disney stuff at that time wasn't doing this. And then those movies came out and it was like, oh shit, they can do this.
So much family drama.
I know. It's very Godfather-esque.
I don't know if I'd go that far.
I just meant because The Godfather has lots of family drama.
Am
I wrong?
No.
Talk about a soap opera, am I right?
No, you're not.
Sir. This is a Little Caesars.
Oh, God. Stab me in the chest. Smack the water.
I actually love this moment right here, though, especially with that shot with the mud on his eye. Just something about him really trying to figure himself out and like his place in the world at such a young age. Oh man, it's so good. I do, Mike. Yes,
I don't think I do.
A lot on VHS.
She is looking at
Glenn
him.
Close, man. Even in animation, the performances she can give are just Jesus Christ. She's so good.
Excuse me.
You are.
Oh, Patty says her favorite song is coming up. That's exciting.
Yeah.
She brings just such warmth to the character.
Mm-hmm. What is your favorite Glenn Close performance? Like, legitimately, God, there's so many. That's why I ask, because like when you think of Glenn Close, there's just so many performances and stuff. Like, and she came in hot with her like very early performances.
Maybe Dangerous Liaisons.
Really
but
good.
Also, it's not film; it's television. But on her season of The Shield, she was extraordinary.
I heard she was like. I haven't seen that in a while, so I guess I shouldn't say I heard. I remember her being great, but I really need to revisit it because it's been so long.
As soon as Phil Collins goes "hup" to kick off the song, oof, yes.
Oh yeah. I mean, The Natural. She's so great in The Natural. And of course, like her coming out hot with The World According to Garp with Robin Williams, man.
Yep. And she was great on Damages.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Man, look to the sky. It's so interesting because the movie really functions like a musical, but it's like montages that show the passage of time through the music of Phil Collins. The characters don't sing that much.
Yeah. Oh man. And again, the passage of time in all of this is so fantastic. Just I think it rivals Lion King's passage of time, but I think this one's even more impressive just because of that. Like that's movement right there.
Shot. Great shot.
And just when you realize all the characters are grown up now and stuff, like so excellent.
And he takes care of everybody.
Yep. Well, he wanted to.
He has opposable thumbs.
And he wanted to show Kerchak that he was worth a damn. You know what I'm saying? Like that shot right there. So, and how smart he became, like figuring out the world. It's pretty fantastic, man. And this shot right here of Kerchak kind of watching him, and part of it's like, I still don't know if I trust him, but you're also waiting for that moment of like the approval too. This use of CGI computer stuff mixed with the hand drawn is some of the best.
And the way that song ends with him there on his side breathing, and then the fade out is great.
Oh, it's so good, man.
Here he comes sneaking in.
The way she just calls him out. Don't even think about it. I know that Tony Goldwyn is the voice of Tarzan, but I can only imagine a world. For whatever reason, Tarzan straight up just reminds me of Brendan Fraser.
Of who?
Brendan Fraser.
Oh yeah, well, George of the Jungle.
Right, but I mean, even in the movie, he kind of looks like him to me. I don't know why. Like something about his facial structure actually reminds me of Brendan. So it's all I can think about when I'm watching it, and then I'm like, man, they should have made a Tarzan movie. But you're right, George of the Jungle exists.
It does.
Frazier. crazier. And they both have leopard attacks. Yeah, Mike is right. For those who aren't aware, the original Tarzan pulp novels were written by the same author as John Carter of
Edgar
Mars.
Rice Burroughs.
Yep. And he also wrote The Jungle Book.
No, Rudyard Kipling wrote The Jungle Book.
Yeah, I'm an idiot.
I mean, yes, but that's not why.
Yeah. What was the other one that Kipling did that we were talking about, and that's why my mind got mixed up? Because we were talking about something recently. Was it Alan Quartermain? No, that doesn't sound right.
The Riki Tiki Tavi, The White Man's Burden. I don't know.
Somehow that came up recently, and I don't remember why.
Another scene with great peril.
Yeah, 100%.
Like, this is an intense fight, and the music just ramps it up.
Yeah. So dark, man. Just this whole thing, like him coming up with the body like that.
It's pretty hard for Disney animation.
Yeah.
And like the like adventurous, soaring, triumphant music.
This movie is very pulpy, which makes sense being based on pulp novels, but like in a way that Disney animation really hasn't done since either. You know what I'm saying? Like, this might be the hardest that they went in the 90s and the early 2000s.
I don't know. Atlantis has a lot of gun violence and fighting.
Yeah, Atlantis is really.
And so does Treasure Planet to an extent.
Well, and I think that's why the three of them get lumped together so frequently, because they were boom, boom, boom.
Yeah.
I would love to see them try to do this again. Is that crazy?
I mean, there are movies these days like Raya.
I think Raya's supposed to be that, actually.
Wreck-It Ralph even has some stuff. Yeah. Even Frozen 2 had a good amount of peril.
Frozen 2 is excellent.
Frozen 2 is better than the first one.
By a lot, in my opinion.
Because you know where we're going, PJ? Into the unknown. And when we get there, we're going to show ourselves.
And then I'm going to get lost in the woods.
You took it one step too far.
Hey, we got to stand the 80s power ballad that Frozen 2.
Oh, that song's amazing, but just for that particular bit, anyways.
You love me.
Do I?
Yes.
Yes, I am. It's such a fascinating, the way it's animated and the character is built is so fascinating to see how he's so humanoid, but he's taken on all of these primate characteristics. And now he's like a detective and investigating the bullet.
He's almost got dog-like senses. Like, it's very interesting to me, but I kind of love this whole... He's different than anyone else because he's both worlds, right?
Indeed, he is. Oh, yeah, Brother Bear gets overlooked a lot, and it also has a really good Phil Collins soundtrack.
It's been a minute since I've watched Brother Bear. I really need to revisit it. I like that movie a lot from what I remember, but I haven't seen it in a long time. Clayton's a great villain, by the way. Part of the reason I think is that there's really nothing redeemable about him.
Nothing.
Which, like, even as a character, I don't think he's charming, which I think
the design of this group of people reminds me a lot of the Atlantis designs. And Mike says, "Ugh, here comes Clayton, my least favorite Disney villain." That's an interesting take.
Yeah, where I was literally saying something almost exactly the opposite of that.
Better Turk, Scrubs, or Tarzan? Scrubs.
Scrubs, 100%.
Is that Minnie Driver?
It is. Which I love her in this. I think she's fantastic. Brian Blessed is the voice of Clayton. For those who don't know, he also voiced Boss Nass in The Phantom Menace.
Oh. Isn't it Blessed or is it Blessed?
Blessed.
Random fact that no one cares about. I worked in the room where they animated Brother Bear, Lilo and Stitch, Mulan. Oh, no, sorry, Milan. I don't know what that is. And the I Just Can't Wait to Be King sequence from The Lion King. Yeah, uninteresting.
I love this take. Tarzan being at the end of the Renaissance films and the start of the more experimental 2000s films feels like the perfect place for it. Like the movie could have only happened exactly then. It feels very specifically of that time. And that's why I've always liked it so much, I think.
Keep heading west. Her outfit is ridiculous. Yeah, did you read this, PJ?
Yeah, I read that out loud, and that's what I 100% agree with that take. Like I said, I think it's a perfect example of its time.
I'd also just like to take this opportunity to apologize for my prior transgressions. There's a fascinating fact from Amber about the room she used to work in. And again, also let me apologize for making fun of her autocorrect. Apologies to everyone. Sort of. I don't care that much, but I'm sorry. Can't believe that worked. Oh, so sad. Oh, danger again. This is Tarzan's Superman moment. You're absolutely right. The way he uses the umbrella as a shield is super cool. Oh no.
I agree. And I just think this whole sequence is so exciting. Like,
it's
look
thrilling.
At it. It's so much fun. And it's just, it's a pulp.
Do you think Steven Spielberg took inspiration from this for Kingdom of the Crystal Skull?
Absolutely. But legitimately, like, I think it also shows what you can do with animation in a way that you can't with live action. You know what I mean?
Ooh, he's got to do the splits. Yes, I agree.
And it's even about the scale. Because you can't do what they're doing in live action in the same way you can here. It just hits different.
Of course, everyone always talks about Phil Collins when talking about the music here, but Mark Mancina also wrote a really nice score.
Yeah, the
really
score is gorgeous.
Really enhances the peril and the adventure scenes.
Yeah, I think Jane's design is really fantastic, Milo. I could not agree with you more. I actually think that it's just so different, man.
That look,
the look,
deadpan look. Obviously, it can.
Well, and Minnie really sells it too. Like, I gotta give Minnie credit. The dialogue mixed with the look that they give her is just so good.
Minnie Driver has such like a rasp to her voice naturally. It's such a unique sound to it.
This moment when he's looking at her hand and seeing it for the first time is actually, I think, is just absolutely beautiful. And
there's like a sense of wonder and mystery to it, and he's like, "Oh, it's like mine."
Yeah, and the way he just kind of uncurls it that way, and he's realizing it's the same, and they twist the hand, like, and the score underneath it just really pops.
Yeah,
and even the look on Jane's face, man, like, he's never seen his kind before.
I know. Can you imagine? And certainly there are a lot of similarities between primates and humans. We evolved from the same,
Yeah, I was going to say we're evolutionary.
To finally see someone like you. Yes, thank you. Yeah. Yes, thank you.
And from your entire life, you've never been around anyone like this. You've only been around apes and gorillas. Like,
yeah.
When it comes to the sense of awe and wonder in a movie, I think this is a great way to show what you could do with someone's reaction to something.
I agree. I hear his voice and I immediately think of President Fitz.
Yeah. Tarzan? Oh, I see.
That is pretty funny. I'm not going to lie.
The way he says it. The way he says Jane.
Oh, yeah, and the way he touches her chin, it's like, oh. So much beautiful use of green and yellow in this film.
It's a very beautifully animated film.
It really is. Where are you? They're all looking for Tarzan.
And there's that little Beauty and the Beast reference, by the way.
It's Mrs. Potts.
Yep. And Chip.
You're embarrassing me. She sounds like she's from Florida.
This song is such a little bit. It's such a banger, and one that I think gets overlooked a lot.
Yeah, it's so cool. The way it uses like all the different sound effects of what's happening to form the song is so dope.
Yeah.
Trashing the camp.
And that they keep going is the best part.
I like any type of musical number that builds the percussion texture from noises being made diegetically. Yeah.
I don't think we get this enough, to be honest. I mean, I know clearly it's also hard to try to do stuff like this, but like when it hits right. And it really like sets you up to be excited about the song you're about to hear.
I agree, Mike. Last couple of things I've watched her and I'm like, man, she was the best.
Did she just retire?
I mean, she still does like TikToks and things here and there, I think, but yeah, she doesn't act anymore.
That makes me sad because she's so talented.
Who doesn't like gorillas scatting? Scat, right? Scat, scat, scat.
She do.
Bop, she do.
It just plays so well too, and the animation, all of them like messing around. Turk right there dancing with the skeleton is great. It's just so joyous, isn't it?
So joyous. It makes me really happy. It makes me want to dance. I love listening to this soundtrack when I'm driving, and whenever this one comes on, I'm always like. And then the way the music sort of cuts out to see the other people is great. Yeah, the NSYNC version of Trashing the Camp.
Oh, I forgot about that one. Might need to listen to that later.
The way she says that, gorillas.
Gorillas.
Oh, that's really cool. Patty said D. Capella did a fan edition of this song, and she got to be a part of it. That's awesome.
Oh, that's awesome.
I love that. Good for you, Patty. That's great. Oh. Oh, 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 oh. Peril again. To be fair, he's a pretty threatening character.
He really is. I think the design of him is so fantastic.
With such scale into him too.
Yeah,
it's huge.
And I'll be honest, like Lance Henriksen is not the first guy you think of to do this like tough character like this. Because then, if you've actually seen Lance, he's a small, very skinny type of dude, and he's so good in this, man.
I agree.
His voice ended up being so perfect for the character, but I think that it's also human.
Yeah. I like her father. He's very much in the Maurice mold.
He reminds me also a little bit of Nigel Thornberry.
Yeah, a little bit. Not Tim Curry, of course, but
no, but like it's the mustache, I think.
Sure. Flying Wildman in a Loincloth is the name of my memoir. It'll be available in bookstores next summer.
It's true. I've been watching him ghostwrite it.
I didn't ghostwrite it. I just wrote it.
Look, man, We all know that R.L. Stine wrote the first version of it, okay? You wanted R.L. Stine to make your life into a Goosebumps story. I understand.
Such a threatening voice.
Again, not the kind of voice you'd expect out of that dude. You know what I'm saying? Did you ever watch Millennium? The one that
yeah, I did.
So good. They've been talking about trying to find a way to finally finish it since it got canceled by Fox.
That was Chris Carter, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and they crossed it over with X-Files after it got canceled. So that they could try to wrap it up.
Like Aunt Isabel. That's a good joke.
She's a good artist, too.
Mm-hmm.
Look what she can do with that chalk.
Very talented woman. That's a beautiful drawing. That's gorgeous. PJ, would you like to indulge some girlish fantasy?
I don't think so.
No? Okay.
I did have a crush on Jane when I was younger, though.
That's a choice.
Dude, I was like 9. Come on.
Oh, funny stuff. And Daddy, they took my boot is one of my favorite deliveries from this. So I don't know anything. The quote's been in my head since 1999. There you go.
Gorillas. The way he says it back to him.
They're all such good drawers.
They really are. Even Tarzan's is pretty good. The back and forth is so good.
He doesn't know how to engage with them at all. Oh, this is my favorite song in the movie. This one just makes me want to rock.
Dude, yeah. Again, Collins didn't have to go as hard as he did with this score. You know what I'm saying? And this animation, too.
Show me everything and tell me how. Means like, something. I love this. Nothing to me.
That look she gives.
Yeah, she's fallen in love with this strange, weird jungle man. Ape man from the jungle. And her father's just like clapping along.
Oh, that shot of him seeing the planets and then them taking him out with the telescope. Oh.
This movie just has incredible montage storytelling.
It really does. Yes, Mike, I do wish that every history lesson could be taught in a montage.
Yeah, that'd be dope. Riding a bicycle.
And the lyrics in this are so good and fit everything so well. That shot when it's talking about her and he's looking at her.
I was trashing the Broadway musical earlier, but I do have to say I will sometimes still listen to the cast album, in particular this song. I think it's a really good version of it. He becomes a man stuck between two worlds, the gorilla world and the human world. Where does he belong?
Oh, her art of the bird. That shot of them climbing up together and then him
really beautiful. The way the sunlight is just peering through the leaves. Lovely. And then all the birds at the top. So beautiful.
And her just seeing all of them. Just
all romance montages should be this lovely. Everyone should be able to have special moments with their person, you know?
So I agree with you. And just so we're clear, we both know that they're definitely going to try to do this in live action sooner rather than later.
Yeah.
How do you even match this?
Who do you cast?
I'm telling you, we missed our chance with Brendan Fraser.
Yeah. Yeah, we did.
We really did. I just know that every time I watch this, I'm just so blown away by the storytelling. I get so enamored so quickly.
And the key change that Mr. Collins just took there, it's like, praise the Lord.
I know. The sumo wrestlers. I just love Tarzan, like, wanting to learn more and the way he's just putting all these pictures out there.
Yeah. And this little flashing strobing effect is such... Man, the filmmaking craft in this film is really gorgeous.
It really is.
Really, really gorgeous filmmaking craft.
All of it.
Really, really gorgeous filmmaking. What's up, Jen? It's so nice to see you in the chat.
Hey, what's up, Jen?
Can you hear me, PJ?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, wow. I did not realize that Kevin Lima, who did this, is also the co-director of Prince of Egypt, and that actually makes a lot of
sense. And we know how Mike K feels about Prince of Egypt.
Yeah.
It is a great movie.
I didn't know he also directed Enchanted.
I love Enchanted.
I'm learning so much right now. He was also the director of 102 Dalmatians, and that just is the coolest thing I've ever heard. Because I really like that movie.
Oh no. They're going home to England?
I know. Do you know what I want, man? I want an entire movie of Tarzan, like, in England.
That would be awesome. I mean, you do get some of it in the Legend of Tarzan.
Yeah, but like think of a whole movie of him like running around London. Or think of maybe is there a Tarzan in New York movie? I feel like there has to be at this point. Jane, stay.
Oh yeah, a Goofy movie is oh my god, I love a Goofy movie so much. Legit one of my favorite movies, and it is not lost on me that two of the main characters in that movie are named Max and PJ.
It's because it's our story, man. It's our life story.
Not really. Yeah. Sort of, but not really. Don't do it, Tarzan. Rosie O'Donnell. Kaplop!
I'm gonna kill him. Wayne Knight, man. He's super talented too, and he shows up in the most random of places sometimes. Oh, man. I just love this score so much. It's so adventurous.
It is. I agree.
I'm a sucker for a good adventure score, guys.
Me too. I'm just a sucker for a good adventure. My whole life, I've been looking for a good adventure, and I don't know if I'm ever going to find it. But maybe I'll find my great adventure.
Life is already our great adventure, Maxwell.
Maybe, PJ. Maybe.
I'm trying here, my friend.
God bless you.
Thank you.
Brandy, first of all, if you die, I'm going to come to your house and kill you, so please don't die. I love you. Thank you for watching, and we will enjoy the rest of the movie. Feel better. Aw. PJ, look at this. Mike K says his channel has really helped me appreciate Pulp Fiction a lot more, and I was already a fan.
Dude, that makes me so happy, since that's like my preferred version of storytelling, which I know is so random.
This is a great point, Patty. To live is an awfully big adventure.
That's what I'm saying, man. Life is our great adventure.
The little ones are so adorable. Oh, your majesty, you're such a tease. Very funny. God, could you imagine if they had the gorilla shoot himself in the head?
Oh, that'd have been awful.
Awful. How hard do you think it was for Tony Goldwyn to learn how to do the gorilla voices?
He's pretty good at what he does, man. I don't know.
Yeah, I agree.
Very talented. I don't know. I think it was probably pretty easy for him. As weird as that sounds. I'm not going to lie.
Maybe. I wonder if that was part of the audition process. Like, we want to hear the tone and timbre of your voice, but we also want to hear your gorilla noises.
Oh, you know it had to be.
Like,
because you can't.
They have to be like, oh, you're gasping too much. Oh, you're moaning too much. Tone it down a little bit. That sort of thing, you know?
Maybe not, because I mean, we've seen movies where they get actors who can't sing. I mean, it's a little different, but you let someone else do the singing voice of your character. So, I mean, maybe if he didn't know ape voices well, but they like his voice for everything else, you let him do that stuff. I can't believe I'm having this conversation about Tony Goldwyn, whether or not he
I know.
learned how to do ape noises, but this moment is the way that the color drastically changes in this moment is not lost on me. It gets dark very quick.
It does. So intense. Clayton is awful.
Well, yeah.
Awful.
Worst. Dude, Lance Henriksen's voice, though.
Yes, so like I was saying, the timbre of it, his delivery.
Well, and the way he says the stuff he says, yeah, it is. And like, you feel the tone of his voice. You know what I'm saying? Like,
oh yeah.
No, it just. Again, I'll say, like, he's not the first person that I would have thought of or that would have like come to mind when they had decided to do this. But goddamn, am I glad he's the one who ended up voicing the character.
Yeah.
Because I can't imagine that anyone else's cadence really coming out of Kerchak.
Coming out of it? Okay.
Yeah, it was a choice of words.
Again, it was.
I didn't mean it like that. Now I know how that sounded. And well, there's no going back now.
Not anymore. No. You're way too deep in it now.
God damn it. I'm not going to take the bait on that one.
I don't know what you're talking about. There's no bait.
You know exactly what I'm talking about. God damn it.
Nope.
Brother.
Nope.
Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. You said nope.
I did say nope. Man, oh, here we go.
I don't want to cry on screen tonight.
Jen said, "You're gasping too much. You're moaning too much. Tone it down a bit." That's what she said. Oops. I guess I made a mistake.
Ongoing office.
Just a little too many innuendos for the children watching at home.
If anyone's letting their children watch any of our watch-alongs at this point, they either have the best taste or I really fear for their children, and I'm not sure which.
Could be both. Could be both.
Could be both. Wow, this is our 98th watch-along, too.
I know. I'm aware of that. I've been trying to figure out what I want to do for the 100th. It has to be special.
It's got to be spectacular.
It'll be a week from today.
Interesting.
Patty said that's why I have headphones. I know.
See, Patty is exactly what I'm talking about. She knows better. She's not letting kids listen to us. Rightfully so.
I wouldn't let any fucking kids listen to us either.
Fuck no, dude. It's like parents.
So PJ, I know it's April, but what if we watch Kill Bill for our 100th?
I mean, I don't hate that idea.
I just feel like Kill Bill Volume 1 would be like the perfect celebratory, badass, amazing film. And I know a couple people who would probably like to join us for it and would have some interesting insight to say.
My only problem with that is that I can't watch it just part one.
Well, we could do a double feature.
I like where your head's at.
I don't see why we can't just watch both of them. I mean, you can't skip the cruel tutelage of Pai Mei, right?
No, you can't. No, you can't. I wonder if we could find I wonder if there's a way to find a version of The Whole Bloody Affair streaming anywhere online.
The only issue with that is I don't think everyone would have access to it.
But if we found a way,
I can look into it.
A link. Just a thought. I have thoughts. I like that we did this all on air in the middle of watching Tarzan, by the way.
Sometimes you just got to reveal the behind the scenes working machinations of the network.
Which is you and I just deciding shit on a whim.
Yep.
Why is she always trying to steal our thunder?
If I'm going to let anyone steal my thunder, it's definitely not going to be her.
Exactly.
Definitely not her.
And I guarantee I'm going to get an angry text here any second.
100%. I'm ready and waiting for it. Ready and waiting.
But also, man, Jane is adorable. And Tarzan...
He looks so ridiculous in that suit with his long hair. I don't know.
So I want, like I'm telling you, dude, I want an entire movie about Tarzan trying to be like a normal person in London, but then is just like fighting bad guys.
Jen Kemp says hashtag justice for Amber. Interesting. Does she need justice?
I don't think so.
Oh, Mike K said their romance is so sweet. Clayton is the worst. He's like Aaron Burr. You are the worst, Burr. That's terrible. You are the worst, Burr. You hear that? Burr is the worst.
I mean, she's currently trying to turn me against you.
Who is? I'm talking about Aaron Burr from the musical Hamilton. That's it. Oh, what? Dipper is excited.
Yeah, apparently. I love that turn, by the way. We are helping Tarzan.
Like, emotional constipation.
Yeah. What? You good? Hey. How could you guys not see Clayton was going to betray you? He's an asshole.
He was clearly the villain of the piece.
Yeah. This movie also makes me feel like, I mean, I'm a big animal rights person, and then like I watch this and it's still even more like, and this is why I want animals not in cages. It just makes me sad thinking about it.
Yeah, a little bit.
It stopping right above his head is perfect.
Oh, Rosie.
Something Sometimes you embarrass me. He said that very Clint Eastwoody.
He did.
That was Wayne Knight trying to be Clint Eastwood.
Yeah.
I wonder if that's what they told him. They were like, when
do
you
your
say
best,
this,
Clint.
Yeah, do your best version of Clint Eastwood. This scene is so scary, dude. And it's the color, like more than anything.
Yeah, I agree. The like harsh red lighting on it makes it really intense.
Yeah, and I think it actually makes up for what would be a potentially very bloody, violent scene. And so it really adds to that intensity. It goes to show that lighting can go a long way in making your sequences more intense than actual intensity, as weird as that sounds. Like, you don't necessarily need massive violence for something to feel intense. Like, fascinating to me. And this shot here of him going from the darkness into the red is just like one of the great villain shots, honestly.
One of the great villain shots?
Yeah.
I swear to God. What's up, Jake? We love you. You can try and be this jokester hard ass all you want, but we love you. We love Yakavetta.
And then the way that it cuts to this like extra darkness, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're out of the harsh redness, but now it's...
I love that. You came back, I came home. That's really poignant.
Yeah, it is. It's amazing how much this movie gets done in 90 minutes, by the way. This is a short movie.
What's up, Buck?
Buck, what's happening, my dude?
The fact that things have been so life and death constantly before it really sets up the climax as well as that intensity. Yeah, it sort of just ramps it up. I hit my microphone. Ramps
also,
it up throughout
Jane,
the film.
Man.
Yeah.
Jane deciding to... I love that they actually gave her an action moment. Like, it's a small thing, but it's a big deal. And I think especially in the 90s animated sphere where a lot of women were still kind of just princesses, like Mulan was a little bit outside of that, obviously, for very specific reason. It was good to see someone get an action beat.
Yeah.
Oh, he got shot.
It's funny because his gorilla dad is something of an antagonist, but also you want him to be okay.
Yeah.
He must be the least redeeming villain in all of Disney. Like, there's nothing about him.
Well, that's what I was saying earlier. Like, he's not even charming. Like, a lot of the Disney villains are at least charming, and I think that's why I like Clayton so much. Like, I don't like the character, but I like hating him because there's no redeeming quality about him. And it's a nice change of pace because, like, even James Garner's character in Atlantis, like, you feel he's charming because it's James Garner's voice.
Mm-hmm. Here it's just like, wow, this guy means poorly, and he's going to end us.
Yeah, and Jake, please eat something other than Subway, dude. Come on, man. Damn.
This is really intense. Really, really intense. Dipper is going crazy.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on.
Jake, don't you drag corgis like this. Not at the PJCN. Wow, what a death. God. Wow.
I think it's one of the best Disney. Really?
Yeah, but also arguably one of the most like violent and intense.
Yes.
Like, oh my god.
Okay.
Such a sweet moment between them.
It's an incredible moment. I can't believe Jake drug corgis like that, and I've gone to bat for him so many times.
I'm on Team Jake again.
You decided to go to Team Jake now?
Yeah. I just like to keep things interesting. You're missing it, PJ.
Oh, I see it.
You're ignoring it.
Mike K is my dude. He's Team Corky.
I saw the cutest corgi earlier today. So cute. I wish I got in the picture, but it wasn't in the cards.
Well, at least you saw it, right?
Mm-hmm.
And
For
it made
sure.
you smile.
It did. He did. I think it was a he. Will you look at this shit, PJ?
I got nothing.
I can't even. I'm done. We're having this like heroic music and the moment and the music is swelling and Amber's in here saying stuff like that. God, the worst.
I feel like she's actively trying to upset you.
Maybe.
Dude, corgis are the weirdest, Jake.
It's working. Wow.
I like that her dad's even like, you need to stay.
Jake, we've literally for the last year made good amount of money from people who like to watch us watch movies. So I don't know. Welcome aboard.
And here's the thing. It's not that you're watching people watch a movie, that you're watching a movie with us.
The animation here of the blue sky and the clouds and the sunlight is stunning. It shot of her real. Framed there is absolutely gorgeous. Gorgeous.
Like, it feels like real. You know those times when you walk outside and it just looks that amazing? That's what it feels like. I like Milo's answer. Life is Tarzan 1999 appreciation right now. Correct, Milo. Well, Jake, I mean, you could have watched it with us. I mean, it's ending now.
But, it is. We're at the ending, but that's okay.
I do like her jumping out like that, though. I like that he even decides to stay. Like, are you kidding me? It's amazing.
It is amazing. I agree.
People get lost in the jungle every day. Feel like that's a Indiana Jones reference almost. Lost in his own museum, huh?
Yeah.
Marcus Brody. Believe in.
And then the Phil Collins comes in and it's just triumphant.
Trust your heart. Let fate decide.
See, this is what's up. Oh no. Patty said she's also not watching the movie, but she's getting my money's worth.
Patty knows what's up. Patty's one of our biggest supporters. I love Patty. And this shot at the end, like the money Tarzan shot.
Yeah, it's amazing. Amazing. And the way it just cuts to the title, very Lion King-y. Good stuff.
Man, what a goddamn movie Tarzan is. Am I right?
I hadn't seen it in a long time. I listened to the soundtrack a lot. This movie it's good stuff.
It's stunning, dude. And
I am a fan.
I think I watched it early into quarantine. It's one that of the Disney ones that I visit pretty frequently. Just because, like I said, it's one of my favorites. But in revisiting it again with you and like with people who are enjoying it as much as we are, it just hits differently. Like, I think that the one thing I've always taken away from our watch-alongs is the communal experience of people who love movies the way we do and certain movies the way we do, or discovering them and loving them the way we do once they're done. So this one in particular, like, it was just fun to sit and listen and talk with people and be like, isn't this movie fucking rad? Like, wasn't it just fun to watch? This movie rocks.
It was really fun to watch. Really good movie. Gorgeous animation. And the soundtrack. And now Disney Plus wants me to watch the straight to video.
This show was okay. Or is that the show it was trying to get us to watch?
Maybe. I don't know. I thought it was like the DTV movie sequel. Well,
there was like a TV show also. Yeah, the time flew by, right, Stardew? Like, this movie's fast, man. Again, it's only 80 minutes storytelling-wise. 90 minutes, I think, overall, including credits. Very quick. But it uses its time wisely. You love the characters. You love the world. You love the music. It's just so fun, man.
It's a lot of fun.
I'm really glad we did this.
Me too. Me too.
You have any last thoughts?
No. Thank you all for watching with us tonight. I hope you enjoyed the newest entry in our April watch-along. We'll be doing another gorilla-themed, ape-themed watch-along Friday, maybe Dawn of the Planet of the Apes, which was Brandon Buckingham's patron pick. And then next Monday is going to be our 100th watch-along, which we have decided is going to be Kill Bill, probably a double feature. Bit of a celebration there. Like I said, a couple other fun things coming up. Suddenly Soundtracks on Wednesday is doing Metallica's Master of Puppets. Book Nook has been delayed. We'll get back to you on when that's going to happen. If you haven't watched Show Me Naughty, check it out. And I'm going to be on a couple other shows this week. On Wednesday at 6 o'clock, I'm going to be on Fantasy Film Fights with Peggy Gubbins and Christina V and Rachel Silvestrini. And then later that night, I am going to be on Shmow Me the Money in a rematch with Amber. She beat me by 1 point last time. I do believe this is the first time in the history of Shmow Me the Money where there will be only two competitors. So it's Maxwell versus Amber 2. And then Thursday, I am the guest on Rachel Silvestrini's show, Music, Movies, and Mayhem. And if you don't think that after about an hour and a half of one-on-one, the entirety of the Pajukin isn't going to come and crash that stream, and we end up going for 5 hours, well, you don't know us. Follow me on Twitter and Letterboxd at Cinemaxwell. Follow me on Instagram at Cinemaxwell Inc. And PJ, I leave it up to you.
You guys can find me on Twitter and Instagram at PJ_Campbell. You can find me over at the Movie Trivia Showdown. Hey, I write the questions this Saturday. If you don't have your tickets, is the free for all.
Free for all. It's dope.
It's gonna be dope. 40 competitors, one winner. It's gonna be a ton of fun. And you can find me on Root of the Question that night, where I'm actually gonna be talking about the free for all with Andrew Guy and Ben Bateman and one Mr. Paul Denuzio. So
oh god, you have to spend time with that guy?
Yeah, but I get to hang out with the other two, so you know.
Fair. I guess it's a fair trade-off. Guy and Bateman, PLD. I don't know. All right.
Guy is the best. Bateman's great. And like, if you haven't listened to Bateman's new song yet, you really need to. It slaps really hard. I love those two guys. The mustached one, I guess it's a package deal.
I guess so.
But yeah,
all right.
Guys know
thank you everyone for watching. Stay safe, get vaccinated now. Everyone over 16 in the country is eligible. Continue to wear your masks. We love you.
Wear your fucking masks.
Thank you. We will see you next time right here on the Mahookin Pajukin.
Useless. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Box, the exciting show where we open a box and decide if the box rocks or if it's a box full of rocks.
I don't know if this is going to be a good episode.